GameStop shares tanking today. Robinhood and other brokers making it tougher to trade the stock. But will this calm the army of Reddit investors rushing into shorted companies to take on the Wall Street establishment? NBC News senior business correspondent Stephanie Ruhle takes a look.
Allison, as we covered yesterday, GameStop is one of several stocks at the center of this pretty extraordinary David and Goliath story where individual investors are short squeezing some pretty massive hedge funds. It's really been an amazing 24 hours. And in many ways, we've said this is incredible. You know, this is the little guy, sticking it to the big guy. Well, that's in theory, but in practice, we haven't seen how this movie ends. And a lot of these amateur traders, especially today, could get hurt. I spoke to Andrew Ross Sorkin about it earlier. Here's what he had to say.
What I'm concerned about is that this is a pump and dump scheme that effectively is being cloaked, as Mother Teresa has arrived on the scene. I think there are real underlying issues with the system that need to be resolved. I do not want to protect the system. I love watching the little guy beat the big guy as much as anybody. But what I wonder is whether these folks trying to, quote unquote, stick it to the man are ultimately going to be sticking it to themselves, in truth, because, as you just said, the fundamentals of this are so out of whack, and there are people who are going to lose a lot of money who can't afford to lose the money. And I'll say it, though I get attacked online in Reddit and on Twitter and elsewhere, that I think those of us who've seen this movie before have a responsibility to tell folks how it ends. And unfortunately, it typically ends badly. I recognize it's ended well, or for some people who've been able to get out, but when you talk about the Elon Musks or the Chamath Palihapitias or the Cameron Winklevosses of the world who are out there cheering this online, they're in a very different position than most folks out there.
And now there's another complication. Some trading platforms, including Robinhood and Interactive Brokers, have had to suspend certain trades in some of these names, including GameStop. For the most part, you can no longer buy it, but you can sell it. That has unfortunately forced the stock price to plummet. Those Robinhood investors are furious, saying they are not being protected. Robinhood is only protecting the big guys, when in fact, this is actually going to end up being a clearinghouse issue and not being able to clear the trades. If you can't meet margin requirements and you cannot clear the trades, you will get shut down. That is the situation that Robinhood is in. But those investors are furious. Lawmakers are furious because this certainly looks like the little guy is getting screwed. There's already a class action lawsuit out there. We'll see what happens next.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.